my computer. There we go. We're actually recording right now. So everyone on this call, you're live and exclusive. You're going to be your faces aren't showing. So I know Marty's face is showing out in Hawaii. Can you actually say that correctly? Because I say it incorrect. Hawaii.
That's fine. It depends on who you're talking to. Some people say Hawaii because there's actually an Okino, which is like a apostrophe in between the I's at the end. So you can say Hawaii or Hawaii.
Okay, well, I'll stick to Hawaii because it's simpler for me to say.
Yeah,
okay?
Or paradise, just paradise.
Okay, that's absolutely fine. But really do appreciate you giving me that introduction. Thank you so much. I'm going to go ahead and start sharing my screen here for you guys now really quickly, and just so you can see what I'm doing, and I can get this presentation up for you. Now, before I get into any of this, guys, I always say to anyone, to every single person that gets on these type of calls, before you do anything, it's important that you get an understanding of what you got in front of you. Now, the reason for that is, first and foremost, you don't want there to be any type of misunderstandings that you haven't had covered before you've actually decided to look into a certain opportunity or a business or even investment into cryptocurrency. So what I would love for all of you to do, as I said before, anyone who's new to the call, make some notes. At the end of the call, I'm more than happy to take some questions from any of you. And also, you can message me privately. I'm always happy to answer questions. As I said, as Marty did mention, I'm a man who doesn't really sleep much these days because I feel like as if I've got many people to help. And I found the right vehicle with this particular opportunity. Now, just to talk about that really quickly, guys, in the last month, I don't really like to talk about figures about what I've done. I know I have mentioned a couple of things on my Facebook, but I have literally quadrupled my earnings in comparison to my last company I was with in my first month with this. Now, the reason for that is, firstly, people understand market trend when it comes down to cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, Ethereum, all of this stuff is all over the news. Only 6% of the world's population know about it, and only a further 1% of the world's population actually have it. So there's a massive trend there. There's a massive market for us to capitalize on and for people to invest in. And the cool thing is, I'll tell you this now, like since I've moved over into this business, it's been 5 weeks now. My phone's been blowing off like I'm a drug dealer. I've said this time and time again. I'm not a drug dealer, but my phone keeps on ringing. People wanting to basically invest or wanting to know more about it. And I'm just basically, I feel so blessed to be in a position right now where I'm able to help people not just make money, but to actually secure their financial future, because that's essentially what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency can do, not just for you, but for many people around the world. This is a surefire way for many people to get out of the poverty line. And I'm so blessed to basically be in this position right now. So as I go through this presentation, please make note of any questions you may have, and I'm more than happy to go over that at the end of the presentation. So the digital world, it's part of our DNA. Now, if you just think about that for a second, that's just gone too fast there. Just give me 1 second. Now, if you think about that for a second, the digital world, where we live right now, we rely so much on technology. It's become a part of our everyday lives. So if you think about mobile phones, if we haven't got our phones on us, we feel disconnected from the world. We use voice over IP to communicate with people around the world, just like we're doing right now. We're using video calls to actually communicate. That's become an everyday thing. But about 20 years ago, that was completely unheard of. Even children today, children are learning through interactive gaming on the iPads. So I know many of my friends who have children, their children are learning preschool things on their iPads. So you're getting the knowledge that children are getting these days is far more advanced in comparison to what we had 20 years ago or 30 years ago. So the digital world is literally part of our DNA. It's getting more and more advanced as time goes by. And as things even get more advanced, expect things to get even more faster. So we're moving in a direction which is not stopping. It's not getting any slower. And if I want to just touch on that for a second, back in the day, I remember when I was in middle school, I used to have a pen pal. I used to send letters to a pen pal out in the United States, and she used to respond to me every 2 weeks. That's unheard of these days. Why is that unheard of? Because we've got the internet. The internet is literally cut out the middleman. We don't need the post office to do that anymore. When I receive a letter or a postcard in the mail now, I get excited. But back in the day, I didn't, because it was just loads of letters. Also the way that we used to travel. We used to travel by horse and carriage. Now we're heading into a society where we have driverless cars. Just look at the Tesla. Also the way that we used to make phone calls. We used to have an operator we used to call up to connect us, middle person again. Now we've got voice over IP like we're doing right now, or even video calls where we don't even need that. Even video movies were shot back in the day were done through an analog system. Now we've got a digital system, which again has literally made things so much more simpler. So it's evident that mankind has invented internet, software, and technologies to make our lives better. So they've broke through barriers and difficulties for us. It really has. So technology, it's revolutionized almost every industry. However, it has not really touched on banking as such. Now, although some shifts have happened within banking, if you think about internet banking has come into play, which has made our lives a little bit more easier because we can send money at a touch of a button in our home country. But when it comes to international payments, banks still charge hundreds of billions of dollars in fees a year alone just for us to send out money. Also, billions of people around the world do not have access to banking. Now, for example, we've got a massive refugee crisis around the world at the moment. There's many people who don't have any form of identification on them. They can't get access to banking because banking needs identification. So that's an issue as well. So people don't have bank accounts. Some people don't have a chance to get money. And also, the inflation rates are going through the roof. Now, if you think about it, $100,000, this is a stone cold fact. You can research this. $100,000 in your bank in 1980, which is a while ago, to today in 2017, valued at $63,000. So that's a 531% inflation rate. That's ridiculous, guys. That your money sitting in your bank is only doing one thing. What that is losing value. Why? Because the governments are always printing out more money. And when you print out more money, you lose more value to your money. So that's what's happening. So there has to be, in this revolution that we find ourselves in, there has to be something smarter, faster, more trustworthy in this era of instant communication. I'm happy to tell you that already has begun. Now, the economic reset began in 2009 after the financial crisis in 2008. And that was when the first Bitcoin was mined. Now, the first cryptocurrency that came into play was Bitcoin. That was in 2009. And Bitcoin is literally changed so many people's lives. It's like normal currency. Just to give you a quick little breakdown, it's like normal currency. You can use it to purchase goods. There's over 27 million merchants around the world that accept it as payment. Virgin Media, Virgin Atlantic being one of them. You can book flights with Bitcoin. It's like email. Now, what do I mean by like email? I've got a friend in the Philippines who I sent over $100 to the other day just to prove to her how fast Bitcoin works. I sent her out $100 in Bitcoin and she received it within seconds. Now, if I had used a bank to send out that $100, it would have taken 2 or 3 days for it to get to her. Also, there would have been a fee that I would have had to pay the bank. Like I think it would have been about $40 here in the UK. I would have had to pay the bank. But with Bitcoin, the fees are minimal. It's like sometimes it's less than a penny just to send out your fees, which is cool, right? Considering how much banks are charging just to move a bunch of numbers from one part of the world to the next. It's ridiculous. So Bitcoin is peer-to-peer, so you don't need a third party to transfer your money. So literally, it's revolutionized things. It completely has. So what the internet did for info and media, blockchain, which is the technology that is underpinned behind Bitcoin, will do for the financial systems. It's already happening. It already is happening, guys, right now. So there's many success stories about Bitcoin. Now, if you want to look at the value of it, back in 2009, one Bitcoin was valued at less than a penny. Less than a penny, guys, back in 2009. Let me go back, to today. One Bitcoin is valued at just over $4,300 right now. There were many people who invested into Bitcoin back when it was worth pennies and have literally made a fortune. There's a Norwegian gentleman who invested $22 in Bitcoin a few years back, and then he forgot about it. He realized he had invested. He looked in his e-wallet. He realized that his Bitcoin had then grew to $850,000. Unbelievable, guys. Bitcoin is set to reach by next year $10,000 a coin. By the end of this year, it's situated to reach $5,000. Already had hit that, but it's dropped again. So it's only heading in one direction. Don't get me wrong, guys. You do have your dips, but generally speaking, it's heading in one direction, and that is up. So there's not just Bitcoin available, guys. There are 800 different types of cryptocurrencies on the market. Each of them have a different type of solution. Ethereum being one of them. That's another very profitable coin for people to invest in. Earlier on this year, one Ethereum coin was worth $10.50. It then peaked this year at $412. It's now fallen to $300, but still, that rise in growth is unbelievable. Also, Zcash, again, this offers a different type of solution in comparison to Bitcoin. This increased in value as well as Litecoin. They increased from $3.84 to $50 at its peak in June. It's only getting higher, guys. It only is. So just to touch on that, 1 year ago, cryptocurrency, the sector as a whole, was only worth $11 billion, which is pretty good anyway. But as of today, that number has surpassed 136 billion. This needs to be updated, but 136 billion is past. This is only moving in one direction. But we always have people, when we say these things to them, we always have people say to us, hey, listen, how do I get cryptocurrency? That's what I've had people messaging me left, right, and center saying, listen, how do I get cryptocurrency? I see that you're making money from this, but how do I get it? They want to know. So that's what I'm going to be covering with you today. So there's two ways to acquire cryptocurrency. The first way is to buy cryptocurrency from an exchange. Now, this can be fairly expensive, considering that one Bitcoin right now is valued at $4,300. Not many people have $4,300 sitting in their bank account. However, if you did invest into cryptocurrency like Bitcoin, it would be a wise investment, considering it is forecasted to be $20,000 a coin by the end of 2020. So that $4,500 sitting in your savings account, for example, would be losing value. If you're sitting in a cryptocurrency wallet, it's going to increase in value. The second way you can acquire cryptocurrency is to mine it. And that's what we're going to be touching on a little bit more as we go through this presentation. I hope all of you are taking notes of this, because I will be going over the differences in both of these, the pros and cons for both. And you'll get a better understanding of why mining is the best option for you and why it is the best safeguarded opportunity for you to do so. So now, guys, for me, credibility is really important. Now, when you think about mining cryptocurrency, the biggest name on the planet is Genesis Mining. Genesis Mining are the biggest cloud mining company in the world. They are for mining what Apple is to computers and to technology. So Genesis Mining are huge. They're massive. They've been featured on many publications. Many people know who they are. Omnia have partnered up with Genesis Mining. They've purchased a number of mining equipments from Genesis, and Genesis actually operate them for us. We've got a very exclusive deal with Genesis Mining, which is literally unbelievable. It really is. And we're moving in such a fast direction because of this posture that we have, because of this credibility. Now, if you've got an opportunity where transparency is there, and you've got transparency in front of you, and you believe in what you're doing, and you know what it can do for people, you then gain your belief. And that's exactly what I've got. And in the last 4 weeks alone, I've been able to do some great things with this company. And it's because of this one fact, because I'm a firm believer in resonating with something which has credibility, resonating with something that has substance behind it, that has transparency behind it. And that's exactly what we have with Genesis Mining. Now, Genesis Mining, their expertise, they mine the following coins. These are the most profitable coins on the market at the moment, Bitcoin being the main one. Then you've got Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, and Zcash. Or Zcash, as you guys say in the States. I have to cater to your American English, so bear with me. Hopefully all of you guys understand my British English, but we'll keep on going through this presentation. So what does Genesis Mining do? Now, Genesis Mining, they have dedicated programmers and engineers to sustain the mining centers. They also have a group of experts always watching out to mine the next emerging and profitable coins that are going to be hitting the market in the future. Now, that to me is powerful. The reason why I'm not an expert on mining, I have no time to study it. I have no time to build a mining farm in my house. However, just like I can't cook very well, I outsource that to people who can cook. the same way I outsource mining to a company that knows how to mine, i.e. Genesis Mining. So they have the experts. We are able to leverage off of the experts. So it's powerful. It really is. So as I was talking about credibility, Genesis Mining, they've been featured on all of these publications. You can do some research on it yourself. Forbes magazine had a spread on them. CoinDesk has featured them. Huffington Post, TEDx had their CEO do a TEDx presentation talking about the blockchain technology and cryptocurrency in general. Cointelegraph, Business Insider, the list goes on and on, guys. This number needs to be updated. I know Genesis actually have over 1 million happy customers right now. And that number is only rising because there's more and more people who want to know how to acquire cryptocurrency and Bitcoin in general. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to give you a quick breakdown of the difference between the pros and cons between buying and mining cryptocurrency. So what's the difference? So Will Smith here on the left and Amara Goodenough. Am I pronouncing that right? Amara Goodenough on the right, Will Smith on the left, sorry. So both of these two, they have $8,500 sitting in their savings account. They think, hold on a minute, I'm seeing Ethereum cryptocurrency rise in value right now. I want to invest. So Will, he thinks, I want to go and invest on an exchange. So he goes and buys the coins directly off the exchange. His strategy is long term. For his $8,500, he's getting his Ethereum coins at $350 a piece. So totally, he's getting around 24.2 Ethereum coins totally. Amara, on the other hand, she decides to mine the coins with Genesis Mining through Omnia. Now, her strategy also is long-term. She receives a hash power. This is the processing power of how fast the coins are generated of 187 mph. That's hash power. And she receives lifetime mining. Now, what the lifetime mining means, she'll receive up to 15 years of payouts from the company. So mining up to that level, 6 years minimum, 6 to 10 years minimum. So we're going to look at what would happen after 4 months. We're going to put them in a scenario here. We're going to imagine that Ethereum dropped in value to $300. Yeah. So it's dropped in value to $300. So Will on the left here, his portfolio is literally lost value of $1,240. So his Ethereum coins from $350 have dropped down to $300. So his 24.2 Ethereum dollars have lost value. So he's got three options now. He can either panic and sell his coins, think, oh man, I'm going to sell them because they're going to go out. If they literally become unprofitable, I'm going to lose my money. So he thinks I'm going to sell. Option number two is he can continue to hold until they hit profit. That's what I would have done if I was him. Or option number three is he could trade with another altcoin, so another cryptocurrency, which is super high risk because you never know what is happening with the other cryptocurrencies out there. So his options are limited. However, Amara, after 4 months, she's received already through the processing power of the coins being mined. She's already received 6.8 Ethereum coins, which are valued at $300. So she's got in her portfolio $2,040. And bear in mind, she's still going to keep on getting Ethereum coins mined for another 10 years on top of that, yeah? So she's got 5 options. The first option is she can continue to hold and let the coins become more profitable. Option number 2, she can sell her coins on the exchange and receive daily payouts year after year, okay? So she can withdraw that into her bank account. Option number 3, she can reallocate her hash power to another coin. Now, that's powerful, guys. So, for example, let's say Ethereum becomes completely unprofitable. She can transfer her package to another coin, yeah? To another coin. So Bitcoin, for example, she can transfer that because that would be profitable. So her risk is safeguarded. If Ethereum becomes completely unprofitable, auto reallocation of the hash power will be done to the next profitable coin. Or she can vote for the next profitable coin to be mined by the company. So she's got 5 options in front of her in comparison to Will Smith here on the left. So that's powerful, guys. So what I'm going to do now, I'm actually going to give you a quick breakdown here, okay? So I'm going to open up. Let me get my Facebook out of the way here. Got loads of conversations happening, as you can see. So we're going to give you a quick breakdown here because I know many of you want to know figures. Let me close this down as well. And that. So I'm going to give you a quick breakdown here, guys. So I'm going to show you all the package prices. So these are all the package prices here. Again, this is all dependent on what you can afford. We always say the minimum that you want to come in at is $500, the minimum, absolute minimum. But again, with $500, you're not going to make a lot of money, but it does give you a place in the binary. Now, let me just give you a quick breakdown of, let's say $3,000, how much you would earn from $3,000 by investing. Let's go to the Bitcoin calculator here. So you can go onto cryptocalcompare.com, pop the hash rate here. So let's get rid of that comma. So just from investing $3,000 every single day, you'll be receiving a payout of $8.56. Again, this is dependent on the value of Bitcoin. If Bitcoin increases in value, so will your payout. So your payout will increase as well. Also, you would earn every single month $256.87. That's the bare minimum. However, if Bitcoin rose to $5,000, that number will be a lot more higher. So after a whole year, you would have earned 0.71.330 of a Bitcoin, or your total profit will be $3,125.20. So within around an 11-month period, you would have your money back, which was what you would have invested. But then you've got a further 9 years of mining to go along with that. So you've got multiple coins that you can actually generate. But that's just one thing. Let me show you another package here. Let's have a look at the 8,500 package here. Again, you can do this yourself, guys. Have a look at the different mining packages that you have available. Let's get rid of that. So again, this one here, if you were to invest $8,500, you would get $727.78 every single month, or payout every single day of 24.26. You would earn 2.2 Bitcoin by the end of the year. You would have your seed money back within 12 months. But again, you still got another 10 years of mining to go along with that. So again, you're going to create multiple coins. So imagine this. Imagine if I told you, listen, from $8.5 grand, instead of you spending that on 2 Bitcoins, you can get 2 Bitcoins within a year. And then you've got a further 2 Bitcoins coming in year after year after year after year. So you've got a decent amount of Bitcoin sitting there for you to earn big capital as the value of this increases. I hope that's given you a good understanding of what I'm talking about. We've also got other calculations as well from other coins. I'm not going to go into all of that because we'll be here all day. You're more than welcome to do that yourself. But one more thing, I think all of you need to understand that the main point of this is for you to acquire as a portfolio of cryptocurrency. Why do you want to acquire a portfolio? Is the fact that having many types of cryptocurrency is available, it gives you more options. It definitely does. So this is the mining packages for Ethereum. So I'll let this pass. This takes its time, so forgive me. Should have skipped this bit because we just done it a minute ago. So going over to the next page here. Again, that's what I just did a minute ago, the calculation. So the mining process. How does the mining process work? The first thing you need to do is to register. So you register for a mining package that you want to go for. You then choose the cryptocurrency that you want to mine. We always suggest Bitcoin at the moment because Bitcoin is the most profitable. However, if you can get multiple accounts, what we normally tell people is to invest into multiple different coins, because again, you're generating a passive income from all these different coins, and the value of it is increasing. The second thing you want to do is create an e-wallet. The e-wallet you do is either Exodus or Coinbase. Both of them are very, very safe. They're safeguarded. Once you've got that registered, you then go to submit your wallet address to your back office, because this is where you're going to be getting paid every single day, because the mining of the coins get transferred to your wallet every single day. It's nice because every single morning when I wake up, I get pings on my phone to say, you've just received a payment into your e-wallet, which is decent. Many people in my team are getting the same thing, which is exciting. The next thing is, when you're receiving your coins, you've got one of two options. You can either hold on to your coins, or you can exchange them for normal money and put that into your bank account and withdraw. And it's happy mining, guys. It really is. Now, the biggest exciting point about this, guys, is the fact that people can make money from this opportunity. Sorry, excuse me. without having to tell anyone about it. If they didn't tell anyone about this, they would still be making money. A lot of other companies, a lot of other opportunities, sorry, excuse me, require you to go and tell every single person under the sun about it. Whereas you do not have to do that. However, what we do have an opportunity for you to talk about it, because if you did, the company do reward you for it. So here's the thing. If you're getting results in something, this is what I found. If you're receiving results, if results are coming to you and you're getting payouts from Bitcoin and you mention it to people, you say, hey, listen, I'm getting Bitcoin mined. They say, hey, how do I do that? And you say, I can show you. Now, if you show them, the company rewards you. The company will reward you for basically showing them. So I'm going to go over how that basically works. Again, this is completely optional. You do not have to do this. But if you do choose to do it, your earning capacity can increase. And that's what we're doing at the moment. We're actually creating a structure where people are benefiting from this, even people who just choose to invest. So it's an exciting opportunity. So we've got 4 streams of income here, guys, besides the mining. So the mining being one of them. The other stream of income is the direct sale commission. So I'm going to go over what that means. This is paid in dollars. Now, for example, let's say you went and referred someone, you told someone about this opportunity and they said, hey, listen, I want to invest into cryptocurrency mining. And you said, okay, cool. The person on the left, Sam, he says he wants to invest $8,500. So does Jane on the right. The company will pay you $850. That's 10% of the package that they've chosen to go for. So you receive that directly to you. That's paid in cash. And you can withdraw that to your bank account. I believe next month we're actually going to have a bank card that's going to be linked to your back office, so you can withdraw it directly. Go to Starbucks and actually pay for your shopping and groceries with that. The second stream of income is actually paid in cryptocurrency. This excited me because the value of cryptocurrency is increasing. So now, let me just give you a quick example. If I got paid $1,000 worth of Bitcoin in commission, tomorrow, that same amount of $1,000, it might be worth a lot more because the value of Bitcoin is rising. So it's exciting. Your commissions have the capability of earning, of inflating as time goes by. So it's actually pretty exciting. So option number 2, the second stream of income is the daily network bonus. Now this is paid daily. You can earn up to $4,000 a day from this particular stream of income. How that works is, for example, Jane on the left, and Sam on the right. So Jane on the left, Sam on the right. Jane, her whole organization, this isn't just her, but her whole organization infinitely create $10,000 in sales in a day. And Sam on the right-hand side creates $12,000 in a day. The company will pay you 10% on the lesser leg. The lesser leg being Jane, because she's on 10,000 in comparison to 12,000 from Sam. The company will pay you $1,000 on that day in Bitcoin, paid directly into your e-wallet. However, if you were on a different package, that number would increase as well, dependent on how much volume was put through. So the following 2,000 that we didn't get paid for, on Sam will get sent over to the following day. So that's basically sent over. The third stream of income is the daily generation matching bonus. So you got 4 generations: 4%, 3%, 2%, and 1%. So for example, let's say Sam went and did $5,000 in sales on any given day. You'll get paid 4% of what that $5,000 is. My math isn't very good, so I'm not going to attempt to get myself wrong there, but I'm sure many of you can figure that one out. The fourth stream of income, this really excited me, guys, because basically, if you generate, not just you, but your whole organization generates $25,000 on their lesser leg, on their weaker side, the company will pay you 5% in Bitcoin of what that value is. So it's $1,250 in Bitcoin paid directly to you. Or as I said, as the numbers get bigger, as the organizations get bigger, these commissions get bigger as well. So it's really, really exciting. Definitely is. I was able to achieve one of these ranks in my first month in this company. And that's due to the fact that I basically followed a system. I followed a structure, and also I helped create volume under people. I helped create ranks under people, which essentially is the benefit of this particular organization. I'm going to be touching on that right now. Now, the exciting part of this business, guys, for me, was the fact that I could help people. Now, why is helping people important to me? Now, in this industry, or just in business in general, your success, your success is fundamentally linked to the amount of people that you can help, that you have helped. Now, that is evident in this particular industry as well. So when you help people achieve a rank, you get recognized for that. So I hit platinum. So platinum is the first milestone that we want to look at. Now, before you have bronze, silver, gold, and then platinum. I hit platinum this month, in my first month in the organization. What I had to do in order to hit that rank, I had to create a number of bronze executives, silver executives, gold executives. So I had to help people build an organization under them, build volume under them in order to hit this rank. And that to me was powerful, because at the end of the day, I'll look at this as like a utopian type of opportunity, because at the end of the day, everyone's got a chance to win. But on top of that, people I know who have struggled in the past are actually getting great success with this specific opportunity. So it's given me the perfect vehicle to help people, and the relevance as well. So it's really, really exciting. The next rank that we have is Sapphire. Again, Sapphire, you have to create 3 platinums. So this month is going to be a massive push. I'm going to be helping as many people as I can to create platinums. And when you get platinum, by the way, guys, you receive an iPad. You get to Sapphire, you receive a MacBook Pro. The company gives you this. By the way, you have to do this volume within a month. So you got a whole month to do it. The next rank is Ruby, and you have to create 3 Sapphires on this particular ranking. You receive a dream travel trip to Ibiza if you hit this rank. Again, you have to do that in a whole month. Then you have Diamond. Again, you have to hit this in a month. Blue Diamond, Black Diamond, and finally Crown Diamond. I'm going to go over what you receive for hitting them ranks as well. Now, the dream travel trip to Ibiza, this is a 3-day travel trip. You can take your partner with you along, fully paid for, all expenses covered. The company rewards you for being a pivotal member of the organization, for actually creating volume, for creating sales. They reward you for that. I feel that's a really, really powerful tool to help people, incentivize them to do good. But even if you were to, what you're going to be doing anyway, you're getting rewarded for it, which I really find powerful. The next thing is, if you hit Diamond, you receive a dream travel trip to the Caribbean. Also, I believe this month we have a promotion where if you hit Diamond, you actually get a Rolex, which is unbelievable. Again, more people you help, the more rewards you get. Now, this is unbelievable, guys, because like if you hit Blue Diamond, again, this is not easy to do, but if you hit Blue Diamond, you hit that rank once in a month. You receive a Porsche 911 or a Cayenne title in hand, free of charge. No questions asked. That's paid to you. In previous companies that I've been involved in, you've had to hit ranks month after month, week after week in order to receive these type of rewards. However, with us, it's literally you hit that rank once, you've got it done. You're not going to get this car every single month, though. Just bear that in mind. You just get it once. Okay. The next rank, Black Diamond, you receive a Ferrari 458. Again, you hit that rank once. And again, you have to do quite a high amount of volume to achieve this. But again, it's very, very achievable if you think about it, because we're right at the beginning of this, right at the beginning of the networking side of things. This can be achieved fairly easily if you work hard at it. If you've got a goal, you've got a vision, you can do it. And finally, the last rank is Crown Diamond. Now, Crown Diamond, you receive a Lamborghini Aventador SV. If you don't like this car, you can choose another car, by the way. But you'll get a diamond ring as well to go along with that, because it is a prestigious rank. And the company will treat you like someone from the board of the directors. So it's really, really powerful, guys. Now, I don't know about you, but for me, that was really, really powerful. All of these things, besides everything that I've just shown you, the most important factor for me in this particular organization was the fact that I could help people. Now, I've got people in my organization who have always struggled online, people who have not made any money previously. They're having immense success already based on how we're basically structuring, based on the people that we've got in our organization. It's always important. The people that you choose to align yourself with have to resonate with your spirit. Even a business opportunity or something like this, I think it's very, very important that it resonates with your spirit. If it does not, it's beneficial for you to basically ask all the questions that you need in order for it to resonate with who you are. So what I'm going to do now, we actually have a few events coming up in London over the next few weeks, but what I am going to do now, I'm actually going to just stop sharing my screen. Just give me 1 second. So stop sharing. Let me sit back down. I was actually walking around while I was doing that presentation. Do any of you have any questions? No? No questions? I don't think anyone does. No? So in that case, I'm just going to stop the recording. Hold on.